for everybody else. We're getting brilliant fights. We don't need to rehash somebody that's 46 years of age.
Right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's going to be bad.
Floyd Mayweather shared his opinion on Manny Pacquiao's return to training, calling the comeback a money move. However, Pacquiao's fast hands and quick feet in training shocked many viewers, reminding them of his old speed. The video sparked new arguments about whether he's truly ready to step back into the ring. Manny Pacquiao is training hard every day, staying sharp and focused with consistent workouts. He's showing strong energy and surprising speed for his age. Video clips show him punching pads, moving around with purpose, and proving he's serious about returning to fight at a high level.
Marvin, good.
At 46, Manny Pacquiao is training intensely in Los Angeles to get ready for his July 19th match against Mario Barrios, with longtime coach Freddie Roach by his side. He's moving well and showing great focus, though some doubt him. Pacquiao appears determined to make a big impression in his return. Floyd Mayweather had doubts about Manny Pacquiao's comeback, saying it might damage his legacy and look like a cash grab. But after watching Pacquiao's training clips, Floyd seemed surprised at his speed and fitness, despite past criticism. He admitted Manny looked strong and might still have some fight left in him.
Whereas Pacquiao, at his age, which is sad that he has to fight.
Roy Jones Jr. stirred up debate by questioning how meaningful Floyd Mayweather's win over Manny Pacquiao really was. He suggested that Pacquiao wasn't in top shape during their fight, casting doubt on whether the matchup truly showed both fighters at their best and challenging how fans view Floyd's legacy.
I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez, because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game.
Yeah, of course.
But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that goes. Mm-hmm. That's not reality. But in the business world, it is, because look how much money he made.
Mario Barrios isn't underestimating Manny Pacquiao, even with the age difference and experience gap. Barrios is taking training seriously, preparing like he's facing Pacquiao from his prime. His team is treating this like a championship fight, Barrios respects Manny, but is also eager to make this win a career-defining moment.
Mentioned a lot of people are asking what's going on. Are the rumors true? Is it possibly Spence? Is it Pacquiao? Who is Mario Barrios sharing the ring with next?
You know what? He's put himself in a great position through hard work. He's a tremendous story. When he turned pro and what he's been able to accomplish, being a two-time world champion. And I always told everybody, he fights all comers. When we fought Gervonta Davis, all my hats off to Gervonta Davis. But it was very difficult for us to make the weight. We were going to move up in weight. They presented us, with this opportunity, and he said, you know what, I'll bite down for it one more time. And then from there, obviously we had a tough loss, but it was a competitive fight. And his first fight at 147 pounds, he goes on and takes on Keith Thurman. No tune-ups, no getting used to the thing. Goes at that point is about as good as you can get in the division, and took on that. So he takes on all comers, all challenges. His first world title against Petirov, the Russian, is about as tough as you could have done at the time. And so I think he's earned the right now to be in the biggest, best possible fights. And now it's going to be up to Al Heyman and Louis DeCubas Jr. on what they see is best and fit for his career, whether that's, Pacquiao, Spence, if that's a unification with Boots, Ennis.
YouTuber Shob as the adult once described an awkward moment with Floyd Mayweather when he said Pacquiao or another fighter might be greater. Floyd reportedly became defensive and accused Pacquiao of using banned substances. The story shows how strongly Floyd guards his place as one of boxing's top names.
Here we go. Who's greater than me? I said, Sugar Ray Robinson. He said, Sugar Ray Robinson, how many wins he got? I said, he got like over 150 wins. He stopped for a minute. He said, but who got more championship titles, me or him? I said, hold on, Floyd. He said, answer the question. I said, Floyd, there's more titles now than then. There was just one then. That's no fair. Answer the question. I said, okay, you. Do I not have 28 titles? And I was just like, I don't know. He said, oh, you're supposed to be the expert. But the reason why I said that is because there's minor and major titles. Who else greater than me? I said Henry Armstrong, Roberto Duran. He said, oh my God. He said, you said something about Pacquiao. Yeah, I said, I think you'll beat Pacquiao every day of the week, but I think he had a greater career. He said, you ain't think Pacquiao was on steroids? I said, he didn't fail any tests, Floyd. He said, look at me in my eyes. I can't say, man, he didn't fail. He said, oh man, you faked. I saw that as a initiation. This is what you about to get. Nobody's greater than Floyd. My thing is, he should feel that way, but you can't expect everybody to feel that you're the greatest, Floyd.
Now, nearly 46, Manny Pacquiao has chosen to fight Mario Barrios in a pro bout. While fans are excited, many experts have raised concerns. They question if he still has the speed or strength, and wonder why he's risking it all again. His last exhibition didn't impress, and many think this return could backfire.
So Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao are finalizing a deal to fight in the summer. Now, Manny Pacquiao is, I think, close to 40 years old, if not already 40. Why is he still boxing? We've seen how he looked in his last exhibition against Ampo. I'm telling you right now, if this fight ever happens, which it probably will, this fight will happen, most likely. If he gets in there with Barrios, he's gonna get whooped and possibly even stopped. Let me know what y'all think about this fight down below. Manny's already done the most legendary thing you could ever do in boxing. A division world champion. No one's ever done it, and probably no one will ever do it again. So why does he want to keep fighting these young guys? I don't know, man. I don't know. But let me know what y'all think down below.
George Kambosos Jr. once trained with Manny Pacquiao and says it changed how he sees boxing. He learned more than just how to throw punches. Pacquiao taught him discipline, focus, and mental toughness. Kambosos says Manny's style combines quickness, brains, and solid planning, all of which shaped his own growth.
Yeah, it's surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. You know, he's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything and try his best. That's what Manny. One thing I always learned with Manny is give 110% and try your best no matter what. So yeah, he's going to give it his all. Again, you can't beat Father Time, but Father Time is hard, and it was very hard watching him fight Lucas, and you could see it. And then watching the exhibition he had with the Korean guy or the Japanese guy in I think last year. Yeah, it's hard to watch. I know Manny. I know the man that I was sparring. I love that guy. So, but again, he's a legend, and if he turns it on, he can still do it.
Even though Pacquiao looks to be in good shape, many critics believe he should have stayed retired. They argue he's already proven everything, being the only boxer to win titles in 8 weight divisions. From their view, he doesn't need to risk his health or legacy with another fight at this point.
The WBC president Mauricio Suleiman has said Mario Barrios will face Manny Pacquiao this July. That's some crazy shit, bro. That's some crazy news. Manny Pacquiao is 46 years of age. He's making his return to the ring. And he said he wants to go out with a bang. He wants to finish his career as a champion. That's some crazy shit. Manny Pacquiao's professional record currently stands at 62 wins. 39 of those coming via knockout, 8 losses and 2 draws. Manny Pacquiao has one of the most impressive CVs in the sport of boxing. Just take a look at from 09 Ricky Hatton all the way up until here. There's so many names: Timothy Bradley, Manuel Marquez, Shane Mosley, Joshua Cloteley, Miguel Cotto, Floyd Mayweather, Jesse Vargas. Like, there's so many names on this list. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look at Mario Barrios' record. 29 wins, 18 of those coming via knockout, 2 losses and 1 draw on his resume. What do I make of this fight? I don't know, you know. I mean, listen, this is a young man's sport. I ask myself, Manny Pacquiao, why do you want to come back and fight a younger fighter? You know what I mean? Mario Barrios, who is the current champion, who's the WBC champion. Why? What have you got to prove? You've proven everything throughout your career. So I don't know what to say, but anyways, let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and watch a clip of the president of WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, talk about this.
As of now, Mario Barrios is the WBC champion. So who is he mandated to fight next? Do you have made that decision yet?
Well, at this time, Mario Barrios is going to fight Manny Pacquiao in July. He wants to retire as WBC champion, so he's fighting in the welterweight division.
Why does he come out of retirement and get a WBC title shot in his first fight?
Because it's something that WBC has respected. Sugar Ray Leonard was retired 4 years when he requested to fight Marvin Hagler and defeated Hagler. So we do have that provision in the rules. A legendary champion with the credentials such as Manny Pacquiao. He has been medically cleared, licensed by Nevada, so we have voted in favor to allow that fight to happen.
Boxer Rolando Rolly Romero shared his opinion, saying Pacquiao's legacy won't be affected by this fight, whether he wins or loses against Barrios. Romero believes Manny is already a legend. He even mentioned he'd like a shot at fighting Pacquiao someday, showing the respect many fighters still have for him.
Which fighters actually fought?
Rolly Pacquiao.
Well, Mario, do you think he beats Barrios?
No matter if he beats Barrios or not, still Rolly Pacquiao. How many losses Pacquiao? Oh, that's another thing, bro. Pacquiao another one that don't give a fuck about losses, and everyone keep tuning in for him, right? Bro, all that undefeated shit, that don't mean shit if you're not fighting nobody. Nobody gives a fuck about you.
Big names like promoter Frank Warren and broadcaster Simon Jordan are openly against Pacquiao's return. Warren called the comeback disappointing, while Jordan warned that Pacquiao is risking his long-term health. They feel this fight isn't honoring his legacy, it's using his name for profit and putting him in danger.
I mean, Frank can speak to it far more eloquently than I can. I think it's a disgraceful decision. I think it's appalling decision. I mean, the WBC make lots of appalling decisions, and I'm not a big fan of them. But the fact of the matter is Pacquiao is a legend of the sport. I don't know why they want to do it, whether it's the fees that they get as a result of it, or whether it's the publicity. Boxing is in a brilliant position right now because of the Frank Warrens in the world and the relationship that he's developed over the last couple of years with the Saudis. That's opened the door for everybody else. We're getting brilliant fights. We don't need to rehash somebody that's 46 years of age that didn't look great in his last fight, stick him in against a world champion who isn't a great world champion, but that's not the point. The optics of this, the reality of this, there's no necessity for it besides the WBC doing it for, I think, illegitimate reasons.
Why? I mean, Frank, you know the sport inside out. It seems to me, why does boxing always seem to allow for these kind of stories to manifest themselves?
Well, it's not boxing doing it. It's the governing body. I mean, it's their title, and they decide who can fight for their title. So that rests with the governing body. I mean, for me, George Foreman came back, but he came back at an old age and won the title at 50 years. He was 50 years of age when he fought. You know, you look at.
But he didn't go straight into a world title fight, though, did he, Frank? He built up.
That's the point I was going to make. You know, you come in and you test the water. Go straight in for a world title fight.
Some insiders are comparing Pacquiao's fight to spectacle bouts like Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. But unlike those events, this fight includes a world title, making it more serious. Critics argue that giving such chances based on fame, not merit, hurts boxing's credibility and sets a risky example for the sport.
Champion Mario Barrios to defend him against Manny Pacquiao. And about 7 to 8, 9, 10 years ago, I would have said hells yeah if we had a Manny Pacquiao championship fight. But Manny's been retired for 4 years. He's 46 years old. His last in 2021, and he lost to Ugas in a unanimous decision. I watched his exhibition bout against the kickboxer guy in Japan. That didn't look good. This is a bad idea. A really bad idea. And again, I think people will look at this and go, well, Jake Paul fought Mike. And yeah, that happened. And I also said that Mike was going to get really badly, terrible idea for him to do that. And there were some health issues and everything else. Luckily, Mike didn't get super hurt in the fight. But this is a world championship level fight against a sitting world champion, and Manny does not belong in there. And again, I'm worried that he's going to get hurt badly for the same reasons. What do I mean? The breakdown. Let's go. Let's just start here. Manny Pacquiao, again, I just went over it. 46 years old, been retired 4 years, lost his last fight. He beat Keith for that, but that was 2019. So it's been a while. And this is not me discounting who I think is one of the greatest boxers ever and has an argument to be the greatest ever, because what did he won world championships in how many divisions? 8, 9, something crazy like that. They'll never be like Manny Pacquiao. But let's just look at it and throw away your bias or throw away your fandom of Manny Pacquiao, because of course there's going to be a ton of people that watch this, and fair play, right, to those people that want to watch this. They want to see their guy go out and try to give it his all one more time. And Mario Barrios didn't look super spectacular when he was on the Netflix card.
Not all the talk around Pacquiao's return is negative. Some fans and analysts believe his experience and boxing IQ might still keep him competitive. However, memories of his last fight where he looked slower and less sharp still linger. People are unsure if this is about glory, closure, or just a risky gamble. Whatever it is, everyone's watching to see how it ends.
Pacquiao against Mario Barrios fight is signed, done for July of 2025. Pacquiao is 46 years old. We haven't seen him in the ring in years. Are you cool with Pacquiao against Mario Barrios?
If I was cool with Manny Pacquiao coming back and fighting Keith Thurman, I'm definitely going to be cool with this one. Barrios is not a puncher. Thurman was one of the biggest punchers in boxing. I think he's going to be just fine.
If Pacquiao wants to come back as a Hall of Famer and fight one more time, whatever. He didn't look good against Yordenis Ugas, and that was 5 years ago. We've seen him in these exhibitions looking fleshy, to say the least. It's meaningless because if Barrios wins, he's never going to fight a Boots Ennis. If Pacquiao wins, he's not going to fight anybody ever again. So I'm kind of indifferent to the whole thing.